F1. Alright, got the OK from OBS. First page. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright. Stream will start soon in probably another 5 minutes. I reduced the gain for the
file select
mic so that the audio quality isn't so bad in recording and for the stream. Just play some tracks.
I'm not interested.
Let's see. Alright, so timestamps and links will be in the description of the YouTube video. So for anyone watching the stream through the recording, watching the stream through this video, you can skip around through the timestamps if I provide any in the description of this video, and links to anything related to what I'll talk about or related to my other social media accounts will be in the description as well. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play the final level, final mission, whatever, final part of the story mode in this stream, and then I'll work on the Sonic drawing some more. I'm not exactly sure how long the stream will be. I'm kind of feeling to go for 4 hours, even though I normally go for 3 hours. But it depends on how I feel, and of course I have to do some stuff in the morning, so it's not like I have all night to stream. But we'll see how far I can push myself. I did write a few, or I shouldn't say a few, several topics to discuss for when I'm drawing Sonic. I can talk about such topics. So I came prepared for that. And just a quick update on the videos for my YouTube channel, my video content. I plan on spending the second to last week of September to essentially have a crash course in video editing and learning how to use Shotcut so that I can edit the videos I've already got uploaded onto my YouTube channel, and essentially not only edit them so that they're shorter, break them into 10-minute videos if I can, around that duration of time, but to also just make them much more pleasing to listen to, fix the audio issues if there are any, and just make the presentation a lot more, fun to watch and, pleasing to watch. Because I know that the recordings don't do my content justice, and I definitely know that nobody, especially me, has time to watch a 3-hour video or watch a stream for 3 hours. So I intend on calling the video, the smaller segment videos, something like, Psycho Metal's bite-sized streams or something like that. I'm gonna work on the name a little bit more, but there's that. I've also sketched out Knuckles and Tails in specific poses, and I might incorporate them into the Sonic drawing as well, because I don't know, it just kind of seems kind of lame, in my opinion, that Sonic's just by himself in a drawing. especially with Sonic Mania around. Just seems like Sonic being by himself just seems a little unnatural. Yeah, sure, he's the main character of the franchise, but there are so many characters in the Sonic universe, and on top of that, Tails and Knuckles are pretty much inseparable from him. Well, especially Tails is inseparable from Sonic, so it just seems kind of boring just to draw Sonic and draw Sonic drawing. I pretty much got done inking him, and I'll show my progress so far. But I'm a bit disappointed that Krita doesn't actually. Krita does have vector tools and vector-based. How should I say this? Drawing methods, but unfortunately, it does not. The canvas in Krita is mostly bitmapped, right? Mostly rasterized, so to get those clean, scalable vector lines that I want for the line art of the drawing, I would have to either redo all the work and in Inkscape, or just simply just forget about making the drawing into a vector-based format and just continue finishing the drawing in a rasterized format. But yeah, that is a bit unfortunate, but I can't really complain because Krita's pretty good on its own, and on top of that, it's not a big deal for me to just simply export the file, the drawing, the Krita file, and open it up in Inkscape and just redo the work in Inkscape. But that doesn't mean though I have to essentially learn another software program on top of the others that I've already got, on my to-do list. I gotta learn how to use Shotcut, I gotta learn to use Audacity, I gotta learn to now I gotta learn to use Inkscape, and on top of that, I'm still learning how to use Krita, so I got a lot on my plate, but I don't expect myself to learn all this stuff so fast. I do want to set aside time to learn this stuff, so hence, if there's like a period of time in which I'm not uploading, something related to the type of content I usually make, like, for example, if I don't upload a work in progress in 2 weeks, it's most likely due to the fact that I'm trying to learn to draw or do something with the drawing, something I haven't done before, something new. And in the case with vector-based drawing, I especially want to learn how to use Inkscape, so there's that. Video content, Shotcut, Audacity, etc. So, all I ask is that, please be patient. I don't like taking all this time myself just to, I don't like, waiting any more than anyone else for my content to be finished and to be released. But, this is important. I want to improve my content. If this is what it takes, if this is what I have to do, then I'm going to do it. Anyways, I'm going to tab out and check to see what time it is. I got about 2 minutes left. Okay. Alright. Still have to edit the layout for OBS so I can start, having my social media information on layout as well. I got a lot to do. And again, it's not going to help if I delay that stuff by just simply continuing to make more content. And it's kind of this philosophy that I gotta start, adopting. Yeah, it's good that I'm uploading content and making content. That's good, right? Especially since I haven't done this before. I don't have a whole lot of content to bring with, getting my content creation career or whatever. But eventually, though, it's gonna get to the point where, people are gonna start realizing that I'm just pumping out crap. Right. And they're gonna notice that I don't really take the time to actually make my content good and worth watching or worth looking at. So, hence why I'm going to give myself, time and take the time to improve my content. So, anything else? Right. If anyone's watching the stream right now, if for whatever reason, and I understand if this is the case, if for whatever reason you can't watch the whole stream, that's fine. I will upload the recording of the stream, as a video onto YouTube, onto my YouTube channel. And if anyone's watching this on YouTube, I will edit the video and the recording of this stream so that the video will be broken up into smaller segments, so people can not have to invest 3 hours sitting just to watch the whole video. But yeah, there's that. I don't intend on the stream taking too long. Well, I don't intend on taking too long to finish the story mode of this game. I don't imagine the whole entire stream being taken up by that, so hence why I will just go ahead and continue working on Sonic Drum afterwards. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Final part of the story mode.
Select a story. Next, select a scene.
What's going on? Why doesn't the cannon fire? What's happening here? It's my grandfather, Joe Robotnik.
What's that vibration?
Hey, wait! Someone is coming!
You haven't given up yet?
Oh, it's all over for us.
What do you mean?
I just received a message from my boss. This space colony Ark is currently approaching the Earth at an incredible velocity.
By the way, I did watch a video
probably will impact Earth.
One particular person was trying to show exactly
What's that
why
on the
the
screen?
problems in this game, in the cutscene both of these, and the cutscenes
This
for
is
this
a death
game are the way
sentence
they
for
are,
every human being on Earth.
and what
If my calculations are correct, the space colony
audio
Ark
issues
will impact the Earth in
is-
27 minutes
and he
and 53
demonstrated the
seconds.
solution.
All of you will
So,
be destroyed, along
I'll
with
try
your
to make sure
beloved
to
planet Earth.
Put the link to that video in the description of this video. It's very interesting. And it's because of that video that
I plan to give you a taste of my revenge.
thought about how
once all the
my
7
audio
Chaos Emeralds are collected. Once I initiate
in my
this
videos and
program,
streams,
it cannot be disabled.
the quality of my
All of you
audio
ungrateful
and my
humans
content
who took
kinda
everything away from
sucks.
me will feel my loss.
Not that the
and
equipment
despair.
sucks, but the fact that I'm not using the equipment correctly.
Is there anything else you want to
So
say?
I did turn down the
No.
gain on the
Ready!
mic.
What's going on here? Who is that?
I plan to give you a taste of my revenge.
The vibration's getting
once all the
worse.
seven-
Although I am
Professor
trying to
Gerald Robotnik,
talk
one of
into
the
the mic
greatest scientific
and
minds in the
have my
world,
mouth
and my
closer to it.
grandfather.
I understand
What?
that I don't necessarily have
I
to.
knew you
lean
were
too
behind
close and
all
hunched
this.
over
Stop it
toward
right now, or else...
I'd have
Just to be
done this a
heard.
long time ago if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
You're pretty persistent for a hedgehog, aren't you? You're still alive,
Just
huh?
letting Knuckles pilot the shuttle on the way over here was more dangerous than you could ever be.
What is this?
This is my grandfather's diary.
I don't quite know what happened or what went wrong. Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind, but then the military guards landed on the colony that day. They were sent to destroy the research project that I had been working on. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter, Maria, I hope you are all safe. The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into the wrong hands.
The Ark was shut down under the premise that there had been an accident. I found Maria's name among those who died when the Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me, and I couldn't bear the thought that she died because of my research. I lost everything. I had nothing more to live for. I went insane.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't until Shadow the Hedgehog, the game released from 2005,
I got scared.
it wasn't until that game that this whole
all I could think about was that I wanted it all
event with Maria and Robotnik's grandfather,
I was able to
whatever
complete
happened
my project, Shadow.
to the Ark,
I designed its mind to be perfect.
all of that gets explained in
Pure.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
I will leave everything to him.
Again, I never played Shadow the Hedgehog though, which is
Release
unfortunate.
and awaken it
If
to
you
the
wish to
world.
fill
I mean, it's
the
considered one of
world
the
with
worst Sonic games in general,
destruction,
but still.
oh, so that's why you
I'm a little
released
biased
Shadow
just
from the
because it was
base.
released during the 6th generation
Highly
consoles
reactive and explosive. This is
back in the 2000s.
The Chaos Emerald is overpowered. If the colony
Same goes for the Sonic
collapses,
Fighter series, which I played those games
pieces
too.
like my grandfather.
Granted, I did have the opportunity.
Scientist.
That
But
should
for
be
whatever
you,
reason, I just didn't
right? We
want
have to stop the space colony now!
The space colony arc position may have shifted due to the amount of energy given off by the emeralds. We have to stop the energy.
But how?
That's it. There is a way to stop the energy. We have to use your emerald. You're the one that told me that the Master Emerald has the power to stop the Chaos Emerald.
That's right. If I use this, I just might be able to stop the Chaos
Yeah.
Emerald.
I don't know if I said this
The
before,
reaction
but
of the Chaos
apparently,
Emeralds
from
is
what I
moving
understand
toward the
from other
cannon's
Sonic
core.
fans,
It may
Sonic
be
lore,
too late.
This is the last game where the
Still
Master
may be
Emerald
some
has been
time
brought up
left.
again.
If we pull together, we might be able
After
to
this
get
game,
to the
Knuckles
shortcut
essentially
that
doesn't
leads to
have
the
a
core.
purpose for existing other than to be Sonic's sidekick. I was thinking how
No worries. Just leave it to me.
there could be an
I'm the
explanation
world's
as to
fastest
why
hedgehog.
Knuckles never brings up
Let's
the Master
get to
Emerald
work.
in the rest of the games after this one. And it could just be simply that
System alert. System alert. The intruder has breached the system area. Initiate debug program.
take the Master Emerald
Okay.
and protect it for him while he's off helping Sonic, Tails, but I don't think Knuckles would ever do something like that. This particular last story involves time stopping mechanic. And it's not just Tails that is able to do this. It's also Eggman, Knuckles, I can't remember if Sonic's upset. Like, they had their chance to make sure that this final stage isn't very punishing, but they just didn't do anything about it. So cheap. Let me do. Alright. Let's hope I didn't screw myself. That part gets a little tricky. Yeah, I don't get it, but I literally can't fight these guys without taking.
Great, Eggman. There should be a security door somewhere in this room.
Yet. Yeah, this is the not Roosh, It's just weird, but it's not like it's too problematic to deal with. Shit. Oh, right. No, it's not when I lose. Okay. If I lose a life. Okay, I misspoke when I said that earlier, so. Yeah, I forgot. Losing a life does not force me all the way back to tails, but if I lose all my lives, then yeah, I have to essentially play the last part of the story. Which is why I try to get through these parts without losing a life, because Knuckles' level is really difficult to deal with. You'll see. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit that switch. I'll take at least my minutes. There we go. Essentially, it wouldn't swing a lot, which sucks. If I lose all my lives, I can start all the way back to tails. There's some levels here. Right? No? Okay. I think I'm dead. I think I'm straight dead. I went through the wrong opening. Yeah, I just wasted a lot of easily. That's
Find the switch that opens the door.
Yeah, I can't afford to make mistakes like that.
for radar. The security door control switch is accessible from the waterway.
Now if I power up here, that destroys all the enemies in this area, so I'm not to worry about that. And for whatever reason, activating those the air bubbles stops the bullets from moving. Well, it forces them to move downward. I'm not sure why. It's like a scripted thing or something. Yeah, so sometimes I'll end up accidentally touching the acid or whatever that green stuff is, just because the game didn't want me to. Move. It's tricky because I might run out of air all the time. Please don't play. Cool. Yeah, that part is tricky. Hi, babe. Okay. Yeah, this part is tricky because touch that switch really quickly. There, yeah, just press down.
System alert. System alert.
And that's it for medical stage. When I first started, in my first playthrough of this game, I did not know all this stuff. So, of course, you know, it was many attempts that I had to figure all that stuff out. Eventually, but yeah, it was pretty frustrating trying to figure all that stuff out. Just stuck in that part. Sonic is a little bit more tricky because you can't necessarily just go wherever you want to. Should be sweet. Again, that's just because I already know how to get through it. The first few times, or first several times, I should say, trying to complete this part of the story mode. Yeah, it was
barely
pretty
made it.
Because I didn't know shit.
I hate it when they leave me behind. Look, it's Shadow. I really gotta stop whining. Everyone's trying their best to help out, and so must I. Shadow, we need you. Please help us.
It's all going according to plan. There's no reason for me to help them. Besides, there's no way to save anyone.
There has to be. I know that people fight over the most trivial things. Some people may be selfish, like the professor said. But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason to be happy. That's why you should help them out. Saving them is a good thing. Shadow, I beg you, please do it for them. Give them a chance.
Shadow, I beg of you, please, do it for me. For
Maria!
a better future, for all people who live on that planet. Give them a chance to be happy.
To be fair, I don't think Shadow, until this game, of course, until after Maria dies, Shadow never had any reason to care for the Earth, since he was never, created on the Earth. Nor did I don't think he ever visited the Earth either. He probably spent his whole entire lifetime, his whole childhood or whatever, on the Earth. Until of course Maria died.
I gotta go now. I have to keep my promise to Maria and you.
I don't think he was like selfish or in the wrong for not caring to, save the Earth from Eggman.
What's that?
Like,
It looks just like the shrine of the Master Emerald.
They probably designed the core like a shrine to harness the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
Unlike Sonic, where, that Earth is his home, and Knuckles too. So, of course, they would care. That's why they're trying to stop Eggman.
Ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
This be the prototype of the ultimate life form that was supposed to be encapsulated?
Leave this one to me.
Shadow, what are you doing?
I'll take care of this while you run to get the Chaos Emeralds!
Shadow's a hedgehog, and he's supposed to be the ultimate life form. In the Sonic universe, anyways, is this really that hedgehogs are better than humans? Like, they should be at the top of the food chain or whatever? That'll just sweep Shadow off the arena. Whoa. What the hell was happening, man? I don't got the timing down right. It's not like it matters anyways. As long as I got it right. Supposed to I've just been listening to it non-stop for the last several days, in fact, probably all last week, up to, and especially earlier today too. Yeah, that soundtrack is really good.
Get out, you ugly prototype!
Sick burn, bruh.
The servers are the 7 Chaos. Chaos is power. Power is enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. Only you can do this. Stop the Chaos Emeralds! Is it gone?
Is that what chaos control is?
Shadow should know. He's been using
Since we
chaos
stopped the
control
Chaos
since the
Emeralds,
beginning of
why
the
is the space colony still on a crash course to Earth?
Still alive. He's controlling the space colony as it's linked to Earth. He's become one with the space colony and is determined to keep it on its collision course.
Sonic?
Awkward staring. What the fuck? What's with that awkward staring? Insert obvious joke here. Look, man, the scene has been made fun of enough times. I'm not gonna bother mentioning it. Oh shit! I didn't expect to get through this last part of the story mode so quickly.
Can you hear me, son? Shadow? The red swelling area together. You're out fast.
I don't think it's possible to run out of drinks either.
Be still.
What the hell?
What kind of monster is this? How are you inside?
Shadow, let me collect rings. Keep him busy for a while.
Son, leave it to me. I'll destroy him.
It's sad. Boss battle is pretty lame.
Can both of you hear me? Atmosphere entry in about 4 minutes. Hurry!
Oh, there's a time limit. It doesn't show a time limit, but apparently they're gonna say that this is I only got a few minutes to finish this boss.
Yeah, take
The red swelling may be a weak spot.
If I remember correctly,
Aim for it.
dolphins apparently... This is how dolphins fight with other predators. Just shove their nose or beaks or whatever, their faces into the predators. Just ram into them like that.
Alright, this is working. Son, how are you doing?
We've almost got him.
It's him! Something! Shadow! Everyone here is rooting for you! Good luck!
I
And
just
give
want to
us
play some
some!
just so I can play the final level of that game.
Take that, you creep. Shadow, are you okay?
Here I come, you creep!
okay, Sonic. Invincible. What the hell, man? I just what? The game just didn't want to register me in that final time. I didn't hit it. Oh, this is bad. If I die here, I gotta start the whole game.
Before your rings are depleted, remember to change places with each other.
Oh, that's right. I gotta. No, either the aliens.
What kind of monster is this? How are you doing, Sonic?
Sonic, leave it to me. I'll destroy it.
Can both of you hear me? Atmosphere entry in about 4 minutes. Hurry!
If I press the Y button, I can switch between Sonic and Shadow.
Sonic, aim for it.
Alright, this is working. Sonic, how are you doing?
We've almost got it.
Everyone here is rooting for you. Good luck and give them trouble.
Yeah, take that, you creep. Shadow, are you okay?
Here I come, you creep!
You're out of range. Shadow, at this rate, your super form won't last. Get back to the colony.
I must destroy all the evil the Professor has created.
No way that's getting through.
Shadow, I beg of you,
Maria!
give them a chance to be happy.
Now, Shadow. Chaos control.
Yeah, so apparently Sonic is able to use Chaos Control, but for whatever reason, I haven't seen
Maria,
Sonic
this is what you
use
wanted, right?
Chaos Control.
This is my
at all
promise I made to you.
outside of this game. Kind of weird, really. And it never gets brought up again. I mean, I know that Chaos Control is a Shadows thing, but still, like, if I remember correctly, in Sonic Forces, there's a scene where Shadow doesn't even have a Chaos Emerald, and he's still somehow able to use Chaos Control to stop time. Yeah, the day is saved. Everyone lives happily ever after.
Where is Shadow?
Kind of surprised that Eggman is just, you know, no one seems to.
Do you really think that the
arrest him
professor
or
created
do
him,
anything to him?
Shadow, to carry out the
just let
revenge
Eggman
on all
go after
those
the
who
scene is
live here
over.
on Earth?
He was what he was. A brave and heroic hedgehog who gave his life to save this planet. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, he comes back.
I guess you're right.
As a child, I looked up to my grandfather because of all the great things he accomplished in his life. He was my hero, and I wanted to be a great scientist like him. But did he really mean to destroy us?
I don't know, but what I do know is we all did it together!
Why is Eggman acting so
You're
surprised
right.
about that? He himself has tried multiple times to destroy the Earth later on.
So what's
in
next
the
for you,
Sonic
Rouge?
franchise.
Off again to find those jewels you love so much?
Nah, I think I'm gonna give up this line of work. Too much work for too little pay.
I mean, I understand, yeah.
Anyway,
at the time this
I've
game
got
was
something
released,
better than
Eggman
jewels
never
that
really
I'm
tried
thinking
to
about
destroy the
right
world.
now.
But still, I mean,
It'll all work out.
he did
You'll
destroy
see.
half of the moon,
If you say so.
which again has never been brought up ever
Created
again.
the ultimate life form.
What's the matter, Sonic?
Oh, it's nothing. Come on, let's go home. To the planet as cool and blue as me. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, that's it. That is Sonic Adventure 2. Completed for the second time by me. Yeah, Shadow comes back. I think I've talked about this before as well, but if I remember correctly, it was either Robo-Buddies or someone else who talked about a particular arc plot in the Sonic comics where Shadow, well, the real Shadow anyways, destroys his
Let's do this.
android self.
Let me show you my
And
real
reassumes
power.
it. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead next game now. There we go. Cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and open up Krita. There we go. Oops. Yeah, sorry about the noise. Alright. Let's switch to Windows, Window Capture, Krita. There we go. Cool. Go ahead and open up iTunes as well. If I can find it. There we go. Whoops. Let's see. Layout. Yeah, tracks layout. Make that visible. Go ahead and start playing this. Let's see if it actually opens. Yeah, I apologize for that. I gotta open up a particular application before I can do that. Let's see. Open up Snip. Check OBS. Then start playing this. Okay, cool. And yes, I know, I still haven't changed the layout for the song and the song creator's name. I do apologize. I think that's one of the first things I'm going to work on is fixing layout for everything. Layouts for everything, so... Well, for OBS anyways. Close this out. Alright, open this. And just to show you exactly the kind of progress I've been having... Oh, whoops. No, this is the wrong file. There we go. Yeah, here's the actual progress I've made. So, it's pretty easy to see Sonic, but I don't think it's pretty as easy to see the line work I've done for the treadmill. But in case you can't really see it, yeah, I pretty much have sketched the treadmill that Sonic is running on. And what surprised me is that there's still quite a lot of blank space, negative space in the background. So kind of wanted to add Tails and Knuckles in, at least one of the two, in the background doing something. And yeah, I mean, I want to finish Sonic first and the treadmill before I do something like that. But just know that I might add Tails and Knuckles in there as well. Although I might not, just simply because you know, time constraints. I could just make a separate drawing for them instead. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my tablet plugged in. See how long the stream has been going on? Oh damn, about an hour. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. Let's see. I'm not sure if I should color in Sonic right now, or if I should just wait and do the line work instead for the treadmill. I think it would be better if I do the line work first, right? Ink the line work in, and then do the coloring. That's how I usually do it anyways. I just do all the inking first, and then do the coloring. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. That'll be a lot easier with the treadmill anyways, just because it's geometric, whereas Sonic is, you know, of course, got curves and it's made up of organic shapes. So it shouldn't be too difficult or take too long for me to use line tools, the shape tools, and so on to ink in the treadmill. I'll go ahead and upload the work in progress as well after this stream, just so people can know that I am working on this. I meant to do that earlier today, but I just wanted to go ahead and get some classwork done first, so that I don't end up, you know, falling behind my classes. Here's a sketch I did for Sonic. It's pretty rough, but I did the line work over it, so there's that. Just make it a separate vector layer for the treadmill. Just go ahead and call this inking treadmill. I know the layer I used to ink in Sonic has already labeled that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and relabel that. Ink Sonic. It's kind of awkward for me to type. I use my keyboard because I have the mic and the pop filter in front of the keyboard. So I gotta move my arms and hands around both of those, both of them. But I make it work. Also, last night while I was working on inking Sonic in, because I was making so many vector layers, I think like around 30, 40. The file size for this document before I merged all the layers together, it was like about more than 100 megabytes. That's how big the file size was, and the RAM on my computer was being overloaded to the point where it started to crash Krita and close it, which is pretty annoying. But as it turns out, I was wondering why that is, and as it turns out, it was because I didn't have one of my RAM sticks, because I have two 4 gigabyte RAM sticks in my tower, but for whatever reason I didn't insert the second RAM stick in properly, so I only got about 4 gigs instead of 8, and so I was working with half of the RAM I thought I was working with. I fixed it last night, so I shouldn't have that problem now, but yeah, I mean, that was the real reason why Krita kept crashing on me. I thought it might have just been like a bug in the software, but no, it was just, you know, a problem on my end. So in case if Krita starts doing it again, now you know why. Or that's most likely the reason why. But I should start getting this done before I forget. Straight. Over here. See if I can edit this. Huh. Apparently, I mean, I can try, but too many points here. That's not good. I might just use a line tool instead. Well, let me try this. Doing this instead. Use it as your tool. So enter. I think this is a measurement tool. Whoops. Well, I don't know how to use the measurement tool all that well yet, so I guess I should just leave it alone. Alright, so should move this whole line. Okay. 111. Okay, yeah. Yeah, for whatever reason I have to touch the line before I can actually start editing it. Apparently I can't just, click and drag and then select a line like that. Kind of irritating, but so it's not too problematic. There. There's a layer. I'll start the discussion soon. I just want to get started on this. At least get some lines down first. I'm gonna try to Yeah, I'm not too familiar with inspector tools. I mean, I was using them last night, but as you can see, I'm still not used to using them. Okay, enter. There we go. Oh damn it, I forgot I should be making more different layers for this. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, I forgot that I was supposed to be making separate layers for each of these strokes. Because otherwise it's going to be very difficult to edit each of these lines separately. Just gotta move it to the left a bit. There we go. Alright. A few more lines. I don't know. I'm gonna get the topic started. Again, I can edit these vector lines once I rasterize and combine the vector layers together. I think I'll go ahead and save this. So I'll lose my progress. Whoops. Alright. Go ahead and open up this. Alright, there's a recent issue going on within the, I wouldn't say necessarily the art community, but because I don't see this happening on Twitter, with digital artists on Twitter, definitely, especially, but it seems to be more of a DeviantArt problem where this idea of close species, and if you don't know what close species is, I mean, I didn't either, but essentially what a close species is, it's a species of biological organisms, right? Animals, plants, whatever, that artists invent or create or whatever, design. And, you know, they claim it as a, you know, species, a fictional species, right? And that's the close and close species means that essentially those particular artists that create those specific species, design those species, they pretty much own those species, own the idea of those particular species. So as Spectre used for, you know, one of his examples, a sushi dog. So essentially it's combining sushi with dogs, and, you know, a particular artist, I don't remember their name, but essentially they developed the species called sushi dogs, and they apparently own the idea of sushi dogs. And the issue with this, well, the reason why close species are an issue is just simply because they're not exactly it's not the fact that these artists don't have copyright ownership of these ideas, it's the fact that these artists are trying to own a particular category of ideas, not just one idea, but a whole category of ideas. The whole category of, you know, the idea of combining species that already exist with, you know, whatever, right, whatever thing, object, etc., and calling it a, you know, species, a particular type of species, and of course trying to claim ownership of said idea. And, you know, you can watch Spectre's video of, you know, post a link to the video in the description of this video about it, but essentially, you know, close species aren't really unique or designed specifically enough to warrant, you know, extreme copyright ownership, or, you know, essentially, you know, it's not, close species are generally, not always, you know, there are some that are pretty good, well designed, you know, uniquely designed. But in general, closed species are not really unique enough and designed well enough to warrant, you know, keeping such an idea to, you know, for only a few specific artists. It'd be like, for example, me trying to combine a computer mouse with an actual mouse, right? And essentially just make mice that look like a computer mouse. Well, even more so anyways. You know, make the mice look metallic, have buttons on their body somehow, and of course their tail would not be a regular mouse tail, but instead be a cord, USB cord or something. That's the kind of extremes we're talking. Well, I wouldn't say extremes, but that's kind of examples we're talking about here when it comes to closed species. And you know, according to the logic of these even artists, apparently, if I create a closed species like that, you know, no one else can essentially use the idea of metallic, you know, computer mice, or, you know, mice that, you know, biological mice that are cyborgs essentially. And you know, for the most part, it's just kind of like one of those gray areas where it's like, yeah, technically these people are in the right up to a certain extent. And of course, you know, I'm not a lawyer, Spotter's not a lawyer, DK Russell's not a lawyer, so, you know, we don't know exactly if, you know, these artists are completely in the right, but for the most part, they're not really. Copyright law doesn't necessarily grant these artists complete control over their ideas like that. So therefore, you know, these artists know that, and therefore they just resort to tactics like blackmailing, or rather blacklisting, sorry, not blackmail, blacklisting other artists who apparently steal and don't, you know, ask for permission for such ideas. Which, you know, is kind of ridiculous, but, you know, considering the times we live in, it's not too far-fetched. It's not the craziest thing I've heard of lately. I mean, it'd be just like me trying to own the idea of a robot despite, you know, because I create a character logo, right? Psychometal character. That'd be like me trying to own the idea of a robot just because I created that character. That's stupid. But that's the same kind of logic these other artists have, and that's a problem. Like, copyright law will give, you know, creators, you know, a good amount of power and, you know, protection, but up to a certain point. But yeah, I do always make sure to give credit to any creator, artist, author, etc. that, yeah, I use their work from, such as characters, settings, plots, etc. You know, whenever I upload my own work, like the drawings of Prince from the Prince of Persia, Deku from My Hero Academia, Stranger, you know, if you check the description of the, you know, drawings on my DeviantArt account, or check out the tweets, you know, where I upload those drawings onto on my Twitter account. I always make sure to include the creator, the company that owns, you know, those characters, if there is a company, and so on and so forth. I always give credit. That's why, I don't think I'll have a problem drawing other digital artists OCs, because, I do a good job of giving credit to, other artists and so on. Of course, though, that's not going to, make me immune to whatever reaction I get from, those other digital artists. But, hence, if I'm going to ask permission first before I upload the drawings onto my DeviantArt account and Twitter account. And if they give me permission to, upload their work and keep, not only upload their work, because I don't have to ask permission to upload their work, right? Well, let me rephrase that, alright? I don't have to ask permission, I'll probably edit this part out, but I don't have to ask permission to essentially, fairly use, under the fair use clause, right? Use their OCs and IPs so long as I give credit to them. I don't have to ask permission to do that, but I should ask permission if I'm going to keep the work, right, the drawings that I make of the OCs in my portfolio. And of course, if I make money off of said drawings, but I'm not going to do that yet. And, if they give me a hard time about it, then, yeah, I'll just, say, I'll just respect their, respect their response and, their wishes, and just not bother uploading the drawings. But I don't think so. A lot of the digital artists I follow on Twitter don't necessarily give a hard time to their fans and followers for drawing their OCs. But yeah, the whole closed species thing is just kind of stupid in my opinion. Because while, yes, copyright laws and policies do protect some aspects of closed species, again, unless it's like, you can't own the idea of a particular closed species. And of course, due to public domain being a thing, right? You essentially, again, the terms and clauses that these, copyright laws and so on are very, not very specific enough, but essentially you have to transform an idea enough and make it unique enough to be worth protecting, right? And that's not to say that these closed species are not unique or they're not worth protecting under the law. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying though is that, the idea of combining food with animals, as Spockter showed in his video, or something as simple as combining two different species into one. That's not. Come on, man. Just be real. Like that's honestly not worth fighting over people over. It really isn't. I'm not gonna fight over someone just because they, use robots in their character designs as well. That's stupid. You can't use this. You can't use robots or whatever because I do. No, I'm not gonna say that. Some. But unfortunately, that's what people do. That's weird. Wait. Oh, okay. Wait, that's weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my bad. I lost track of the layers I was making because I'm busy talking. I'm trying to get better at talking while I'm doing something. It's pretty difficult, but I am starting to get better at it. It also helps, to do something that's pretty easy to do without me having to think about it too much. Just like the line work, the vector tools and such. I should save again soon. Let's see. I want to make these handlebars curved, right? don't necessarily just want them to be prisms. You know, that's not what how handlebars are made anyways. They're cylindrical, not prisms. I really wish there was a way to easily draw straight lines using a Bezier tool, but I mean, technically that's not the point of using the tool in the first place, because otherwise why not just use line tool, right? Bezier tool is used to make curved lines out of straight lines, so, you know, I think I might be asking for too much, or, you know, might be asking for something stupid when I say stuff like that, but still, I mean, that would be nice. If I could just, you know, hold one of the one of the pen buttons on my pen and just, you know, drag and it'll just create a straight line just like with the line tool. But maybe if I go into tool options, or not tool options, but, you know, go into create and configure the tools, and maybe I could, you know, do something like that. Let's see. Yeah. Another layer. Yeah, I just really don't like that. Oops, forgot that's a freehand tool. There we go. I'm gonna get done with this column first, and then I'll move on to the next topic of discussion. Sure. Okay. Alright. Go ahead and save again. Alright, let me open up the list of topics. Alright, I want to talk about Sonic since, you know, I'm drawing him. Alright, so if you don't know who these people are, RoboBuddies, well, who is she exactly? She did make a YouTube channel, and she did make a few YouTube videos, but that's not what she's known for necessarily. I know she's a digital artist, but I mean, if you check her out on Twitter, I'm pretty sure you'll find out exactly who she is. Make sure to put a link to her, you know, Twitter account in the description of the video. But essentially, she's a big Sonic fan, right? She's appeared in the Pizza Party podcast as well a few times. And, you know, it just amazes me how much she knows about about Sonic in general, like the franchise, the lore. And from what I understand, she also collects the comics as well. So it's nice to know that we have that in common. Well, I don't collect Sonic comics, but at least it's nice to know that we both like comics. And she doesn't necessarily just like, how should I say this? She doesn't just like Sonic or anything related related to Sonic. She also likes Steven Universe and other things as well. But I guess, you know, I know her best from, you know, the fact that, you know, she likes Sonic a lot and knows a lot about, you know, the Sonic franchise. Nolan B, another digital artist. I know he definitely draws. He has a Twitter account as well. Make sure to put a link to his Twitter account in the description of the video too. He's a co-host of the Pizza Party podcast, and he's best friends with Pan Pizza from the YouTube channel Rebel Taxi, and the creator of the Pizza Party podcast. Yeah, Nolan's also a big Sonic fan too, and I don't know, I mean, maybe they're both Roby buddies, and Nolan's love of Sonic has kind of rubbed on me, or, you know, essentially it kind of caused me to like Sonic a lot too. But to be fair though, I have been exposed to Sonic way much more than not just Mario, but anything Nintendo related. The first Sonic game I ever played was Sonic Heroes, and that was back when the 6th generation consoles were around, back when the first original Xbox was around. Again, it makes me just upset that I never did play any other of the Sonic games during that console generation. I really wish I did though. I never got to play Sonic 06 either. Yeah, sure, those games aren't good, but, you know, still, I kind of missed out on the memes. I could have talked about my experience with those games as well, but considering how many people and how many things have been said about Sonic 06, I guess it's for the best. Because there's not really anything I would say that nobody's ever hasn't heard of it. But yeah, I mean, I do want to collect the Sonic comics. I've said that in the past. Yeah, I did just complete Sonic Adventure 2. I do want to buy and play and stream Sonic Adventure 1. Because I did play some of Sonic Adventure 1, but I never completed the game entirely. So I would like to do that too. And play the modern Sonic games, or the most recent Sonic games, like not necessarily Sonic Forces, because I haven't heard anything good about that game. But, you know, Sonic Colors, Sonic Generations, Sonic Unleashed, you know, those Sonic games. I do, at the moment, yeah, I do own the classic Sonic games as well, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 2, and Sonic and Knuckles, or Sonic 3, but I got too frustrated when playing them, and I just haven't played them since then. But I think I might try to play them again. Oh, I definitely want to play Sonic Mania as well, because apparently they're supposed to be like the improved. Sonic Mania is pretty much the improved version of, you know, the original trilogy. So yeah, I do look forward to that as well. Is the playlist over? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, cool. I was about to say. What else? I am looking up, or rather, I'm not only looking up and watching other Sonic Sonic YouTubers, and, you know, Sonic fans as well, but in general, like, I didn't realize how many people still like Sonic. Because a lot of people agree that a lot of the games are pretty mediocre, or at least, you know, most of them anyways. And Sonic has made some of the worst games that has ever been made have been Sonic games in the history of gaming in general. But still, I mean, it baffles me. And Yossi from Zero Punctuation said this as well. It's kind of a phenomenon, an anomaly, that a lot of people still like Sonic, despite the fact that Sonic technically has been a mascot, a brand, an IP, a franchise has been around for almost 20 years now. That still amazes me. But at the same time, though, it shouldn't be too shocking, considering that, you know, people still, if people like something, right, they're gonna still like it for a long time if it still holds up over time, of course. That's the reason why people still play Melee, right, in the Smash community. That's why people still like Undertale, despite the fact that the game is about 4 years old now. Maybe 3, but 3 to 4 years old now. Like, people will still like something if it's still really good. Yeah, if it's timeless. But Sonic, though, that's kind of weird because Sonic hasn't made like a, you know, how should I say this? There hasn't been a masterpiece made by the Sonic team, so to speak, for the Sonic franchise. Don't get me wrong, there have been, from what I hear anyways, from Radical Soda, you know, some call me Johnny, and some of the other, you know, Sonic YouTubers and Sonic fans, there have been some really good Sonic games, but, you know, even now, but unfortunately, they're few and far between. But despite that, though, right, there's still a lot of people, including myself, that still like the character, still like the franchise, still like the brand of Sonic. I mean, hell, the Sonic Fox, I don't know if he's, you know, named himself, you know, base his username, right, Sonic Fox, based on Sonic, but, you know, he does wear like a blue, you know, furry headdress. There's still, you know, a lot of people that like the guy, like Sonic. And of course, there's a movie being developed at the moment of the character. So, you know, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that people like Sonic this much, but at the same time, though, I am surprised that I can't really find a good reason, or, you know, a main reason why. Because Sonic is not just for furries. In fact, you know, Sonic was well liked even before the furry community was around. So that can't be the reason why. Oops. No, it's gotta be for another reason. But whatever that reason is, you know, I like the character. I like the franchise. And I want to get more into it, especially the comics. And the music. The music in the games are always top notch. Okay, well, maybe not that. You know, for the most part, though, I've never heard anyone complain about the music in the Sonic game. Ever. I'm pretty sure there are like top 10 lists of the worst Sonic tracks and yada yada yada, but you know, it's not like let's put it this way. I've heard more good things said about music in Sonic games than bad things. I can't think of an example right now of anyone saying that the music in Sonic games, in any Sonic game, or Sonic in general, any piece of Sonic media, that was terrible, or was hard to listen to. So I guess that's what, you know, that's something Sonic's got going for him, as well as the comics. I should save after this. I did download some more music from the YouTube music library, so and those music tracks are not heavy metal. I got some for EDM and funky music, so you know, I understand that not everyone likes heavy metal, and even I don't like heavy metal all the time. That's why, you know, I was browsing through the music library and checking out other genres. I have to say though, if I wasn't mainly okay, second most, my second favorite genre of music is EDM. For those who don't know what EDM is, it's electronic dance music. So essentially, it's like music made by machines making, beeping sounds and other machine noises. Except dubstep. I hate dubstep. I don't consider dubstep to be EDM. It's just noise to me. But that's just my opinion, of course. But yeah, I do plan on making a playlist of some EDM tracks and some funk music as well. Because I do like funk as well. And jazz. Oh, I like jazz. It's just unfortunate that jazz especially is not a very popular or common genre of music. But yeah, every time I hear it in the most unlikely places, like from certain rock groups or heavy metal bands, and sometimes I even hear it in some EDM tracks. It's, always like funk music and jazz always sounds pretty good when it's used in other genres of music. So I just don't understand why jazz and funk music aren't popular. The genres themselves are not as popular as heavy metal, EDM, pop, and hip hop music. See how loud. Yeah, music should be loud now. Go. I think that's all I have to say about Sonic at the moment. We should move on to another topic soon. Just want to get this bit done first. Oh, I totally forgot that. Oops. Yeah, I totally forgot that I didn't want to make these handlebars prisms. I forgot I wanted to make them cylindrical. That's my bad. Oops. Yeah, I got rid of that one. There we go. I guess this means I should have used it because you were too old away. It was meant to be used. Oops. Actually, wait. Is this separate? No, it's not. Oh, crap. I didn't do that. See if I can use this. This over here. There we go. Yeah, like that. Now let's see if I can stretch this all the way. Oh wait, not all the way over there. Yeah, all the way over there. Yeah. No, that'll work. That'll work. There we go. Cool. I guess I shouldn't use a Bezier tool, instead use the freehand tool. Yeah, I'll just do that now. The tool options, precision, change the curve, just draw the curves like this. Go to the editing tool, this one. Actually, I think I can just remove this point. Yeah, just remove the point. There we go. It's here. Right there. Oh, that doesn't look right. Or does it? Actually, if I just do this instead. Yeah, just raise it a little bit higher. Okay. And then make the straight lines. Well, I'll just make one straight line. I should do it for that handlebar. And just do this one. Yeah, that surprised me how fast I was able to do the line art for the treadmill. Check OBS. Yeah, it's almost been 2 hours. Might be able to get started on the coloring. Whoops. Before the stream ends. Excuse me. Curve. Go. Get this in line. There we go. The freehand tool. Actually, yeah, there's no point. Just use a Bezier tool. Snap. Please don't snap. I think that's close enough. Oh wait, no it's not. I should get, yeah, I need to remove this one. I have no idea why this point just keeps snapping. Whatever. That'll do. Let me try something. This next stroke. That seems to look better than this. Might just get rid of these two layers and just do that instead. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, unfortunately that's not gonna work. Well, no, that's not gonna work, unfortunately. Do something like this instead. Yeah, something like this. I could just erase that part after I rasterize these layers. Cool. Oh wait, I forgot the handlebar should be right in front of Sonic. Oops, that's my bad. Probably just stretch this all the way here. Oh, I just realized that if I put the handlebar here, then half of Sonic's expression is going to be missing. So I'm going to put the handlebar here. I'm going to have to move Sonic forward, or I could just move the handlebar back. Might just do that instead. Yeah, I'll just group the handlebar, all the vector lines for this handlebar, and then just move it back a bit. Yeah. No, this is fine. I can work with this. Yeah, this is eyebrow. That should be it. Yeah, this isn't looking consistent. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, maybe if I just simply insert point here, yeah, then I can just do this. wondering which leg is effective on this drawing. Alright, so I can fix this. Other side. Point here. Okay, maybe not there, but that's fine. Yeah, just move that here. Here. Roll this down a bit. There we go. Alright, cool. I am learning something new. Alright, cool, that works. Go ahead and save it. Drawing again, so I don't have to redo all that work in case if something happens. Now I should be able to group, all these layers together. Yeah, so it starts here and then go to layer. Group, quick group. Cool. Now I should be able to move this whole thing. Okay. Not there. Cool. Power and vector tools. Yeah, if I tried doing this using just ordinary pen brush. Yeah, I'd be struggling. Not gonna lie. Oops. Yeah, that's this one. Actually, I'm just gonna do this one. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, right. That's something that kept curving. Or rather snapping. That's close enough. Save again. I should be able to rasterize this whole thing now. just double check to make sure that's everything. Check it. Yeah, it is. Alright. Go ahead and pasteurize this. Yeah, all that. So, there's that, and then just select this. And hit Control D. Yeah, if you combine vector layers and Krita and merge layers together, the Krita will automatically convert the merged layer, into a paint layer. And no, as far as I know, there doesn't seem to be any way to keep the vector layers, or rather make the merged layer, right? Combine all the layers into one vector layer. I don't think that's possible in Krita, which is unfortunate. If there is a way to do it, I haven't, learned how to do that yet. Alright, well, there doesn't seem to be much else to do besides just edit all this, add the treadmill, edit Sonic on the treadmill, and then you could probably just start coloring in. Yeah. To make sure that, yeah, the stream's going. Alright, I need to combine both. No, I don't. I just need to select a layer that, yeah, this is on. Continue discussing. Going through the topics. We'll look up the next one. Alright, 3D platformers, 6th generation consoles, right. So, speaking of Sonic, or, mentioning Sonic anyways. I'm not trying to sound like, I'm older than I actually am, but when I was growing up, during the 6th generation of consoles, I consider that generation of gaming in general to be the golden age of 3D platformers. Because 3D platformers were very common back in that generation. Oh no. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Krita crashed. I don't think it had anything to do with the RAM though this time. I think that Krita just simply did not want to work for whatever reason. But yeah, that's why I save often. Yeah, At least I didn't have to do too much. Go ahead and save again because I don't want to have to do all this. Yeah, I apologize for that. I create it open again, but I'm not sure why it crashed on me other than that it just, does that sometimes. Hold on, the Ricardo site's not acting properly. Crap. We try doing that. We're good? Okay, yeah, we're good. Cool. Yeah, I apologize for that. Creator crashed on me, so then OBS kind of just didn't know what to do. And for whatever reason, because OBS was confused, for whatever reason, my Ricardo account was also somehow screwing up the browser. I don't know. It just started a chain reaction ever since Krita crashed like that. But nah, we're still good. We're still good. Actually, make this 15. Oh, whoops. Ah, that's fine. Get bigger erasers, or bigger eraser size, so I don't have to take so long to erase. A little unfortunate, but again, I do save pretty often, so it's not like I have to worry about making up for huge amounts of work. Unless there's something wrong with my SSD, but I haven't encountered a problem ever with an issue like that, let alone my, tower's SSD, so pretty fortunate. As great as digital drawing is, and digital media is, it has its own problems to worry about. I think that's it. Cool. Just gonna go ahead and save again, because I don't want to have to erase all that again. Go ahead and clean up the treadmill. I don't know why I keep pronouncing treadmill as treadmill, but I guess maybe I'm just hungry or something, which is weird because I ate dinner before the stream started. I don't know. Don't want to get too nitpicky with the eraser, or rather the stuff I need to erase, but just want to make sure that I don't have to worry about weird lines being made, strokes, etc. Alright, well, I guess I should start talking about the topic again, because fucking Krita interrupted me. What was it again? Yeah, 3D platforms and 6th generation consoles. Okay, so back during the 6th generation of consoles, which was between I think the very late 90s. I know the original Xbox was probably released in 1999, I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to do my check on that. But for the most part, though, between the early 2000s and late 2000s was the 6th generation of consoles. And it was during that time that a lot of 3D platformers were being developed and released. You know, because Nintendo developed and released Super Mario 64 back in 1996 during the N64 era. And of course afterwards, the GameCube was released during the 6th gen. And more 3D platformers were made as a result. So, you know, Sonic was around during that time, and he had his own 3D platforming games during that generation. Sonic Heroes was the first one, or the earliest one. No, it was Sonic, the port to Sonic Adventure 2, which I never got to play, but, you know, I play it on PC now, twice, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So then Sonic Heroes, then Shadow the Hedgehog, then the Sonic Rider series, and I think that was it. For the Mario series, it was Super Mario Sunshine, and some other Super Mario titles, but that was the main Super Mario title back then. There was Rayman, 3D Rayman series, Rayman 1, 2, and 3. I never got to play those, but I got Rayman 2 on my GOG account, so I might try playing that again, if that fucking works. What else? Microsoft tried to make their own 3D platforming mascot with Blinks, the Time Sweeper. Unfortunately, though, they didn't get enough sales to continue that series of games. I played the second game of that series, Blinks 2, Time and Space, I think it was called. And I quite enjoyed that game. Again, it's unfortunate that I'll never be able to play the original first Blinks game. Ubisoft released their own original 3D platform game called Not Turok, Torque? Yeah, Torque. The Prehistoric Punk. I played that one, and it was a, you know, run-of-the-mill generic 3D platforming game. What's his name? Oh, what is his name? I was watching his content for a while. This is a YouTuber that talks a lot about 3D platforming games. He talks about other types of games as well, but he mainly talks about, you know, that era, those generation of games, the 6th, 5th, and 7th generation games. Mostly the 6th and 5th generation games. And he mostly talks about 3D platformers. But, I have no idea why I can't remember his name right now. Nitro Rad, that's right. Nitro Rad. Yeah, he talked about the Blinks games, as well as some of the Rayman games, I think. Oh, I definitely remember his series of videos of him talking about the, what was it called? There was one game series, trying to remember. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Yeah, he talked about that one. I don't remember ever seeing that one, but I think we could. Never mind. No, we're good. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing Ty the Tasmanian Tiger during that time, but yeah, man, at least I know it exists. And it's on Steam, so I could always play that series whenever. I'm trying to remember what else. There are plenty more. Psychonauts, of course. I don't know how I could forget about that one. One of the best 3D platformers of all time, in my opinion. Yeah, Psychonauts is pretty good. And of course, Psychonauts was around during that time. Oh man, yeah, this takes me back. There's plenty more. I just know it. I just can't remember them all. And again, I played on the original Xbox. I didn't own any other consoles at the time, so there were definitely a lot more than just the ones I'm listing. There were some 3D platformers on the GameCube, like I think Metroid Prime, although that's not technically at least not completely a 3D platformer. It's also an FPS game. There are some others on the GameCube, but I can't remember them right now. I know on the PS2 there are also plenty there as well. There's that one 3D platform on the PS2 that I know Pan from Rebel Taxi, Pan Pizza, he definitely doesn't like. It has something to do with a robot that cleans up a house. Something like that. Can't remember the name right now. There's also the Sly Cooper series. Again, that was a PS2 exclusive series, so I never got to play it, but I do remember that game being advertised back then. I definitely like the art style of that series, but yeah, I mean, I never got to play it. I was playing plenty of stealth action games during the time too, like Splinter Cell and Hitman series, so since I knew it was a stealth action game, but I didn't find the stealth action part of it all that impressive. I just thought of another series, but on the PS2, but I can't remember. I just forgot. It's like, oh, Jak and Daxter, right. I almost forgot about that. Again, another series I never played because it was a PS2 exclusive series, but yeah, I remember Jak and Daxter was kind of a run-of-the-mill generic series, but now it's becoming a lot more of a cult classic. And I've watched all the cinematics of the game, and for the most part, yeah, I mean, ever since the second game of that series, the tone of that franchise changed quite a lot. That was also Insomniac's last... no, not Insomniac's. I think it was Naughty Dog's last... Yeah, that was pretty much their last attempt at making 3D platformers, which they weren't bad at all. You know, they're all pretty good. I think, yeah, Naughty Dog was the same team that made the Crash Bandicoot series as well, which during the 6th generation of consoles during that time, in the 2000s, Crash and Spyro were owned by Universal Studios. I don't remember why exactly. I did look up the reason why. I think even Nitro Rat talked about it, but I can't remember exactly why that was. How Universal Studios, of all companies, got the rights to Crash and Spyro. But then again, Activision now owns Crash and Spyro as well, so I guess it's not too difficult to believe. But yeah, there was Crash Twinsanity. That was my first Crash game I ever played, and to this day, that's the only Crash game I ever played. But it's a pretty good, decent 3D platformer. I understand from what fans of the Crash Bandicoot series say, at least, you know, very recently anyways, you know, that particular Crash game didn't receive a whole lot of good feedback from the Crash fan, from the Crash fans, because it was a 3D platformer. Crash wasn't always open world 3D platformer like that, so it was pretty much it kind of goes against what the past games were about. The same can be said for the Spyro game that was released during that time as well. Not Enter the Dragonfly, but it was the other one, Spyro. Oh my goodness. Speaking of Spyro, I remember Spyro. Yeah, I remember. I didn't play Enter the Dragonfly, but there was another one that Universal developed. Oh, I can't remember what it was called, but I remember playing that Spyro game. That was the first Spyro game I played. Oh, I can't remember. Spyro. I'll have to look this stuff up. And I think I'll edit the video and include the title of the game soon. But yeah, there's that one. Then I played the reboot, or the first game of the reboot series of Spyro in that generation. It was called Spyro: A New Beginning. I played that one. That one's a pretty decent game as well. It was more of a, I don't want to call it a hack and slash game, but it was in the style of that genre, where basically it had like 3D platforming segments, but it mostly had to do with like, beating up enemies. And that's about it, really. Which, of course, Spyro was not about at all. The original Spyro games were 3D platforming collectathons. So, yeah, I can see why a lot of Spyro fans didn't enjoy that game series either. I do remember the company that developed that game. It was called Sierra, something like that. And that was the same company that also helped develop the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction game. I wish there was a remaster or a re-release of that game, but unfortunately there isn't. But I'm not here to talk about that game. And there are probably way many more 3D platformers during that generation that I haven't talked about or listed, but I could go on and on and on. But I think you get the point. That generation of consoles, between the early 2000s and the late 2000s, and even far back as the late 90s. Yeah, ever since the late 90s. Actually, I should say between the late 90s and the late 2000s, 3D platforming games were abundant. They were pretty much the most popular genre I ever played during that generation of consoles. Right? Like, there seemed to be a 3D platformer for pretty much every console. So it's not like, if you had the original Xbox or the PS2, you were just left. You didn't have any 3D platformers to play. No, there were plenty to go around. They're all multi-platform as well. So I know definitely Psychonauts was also released on the PS2, PC, and I think even the GameCube, if I'm not mistaken. So, it was pretty common for those games to be released on multiple consoles. Except for the PS2 and its GameCube exclusives, of course. Unfortunately, the original Xbox didn't have a whole lot of exclusives. But then again, that was Microsoft's first console, so I can forgive Microsoft for that. They kind of made up for the number of exclusives as well for when the Xbox 360 was released. But of course, I'm not here to talk about that. But yeah, I mean, there was a pretty much 3D platforming games, pretty much everywhere, and they were so common. Unfortunately, it wasn't until the 7th generation of consoles, the era of the Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii, that was when 3D platformers started to essentially just stop being made because the game industry, for whatever reason, thought that 3D platformers were not popular anymore. And there was even a scene and a part of one of the Jak and Daxter games, I think it was the second one, where Naughty Dog, referenced that mentality that the game industry had toward 3D platformers. Kind of made a joke about it, but it's kind of sad that was what, the game industry essentially thought of for the genre back at the time. Also, that was back when Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was released as well. And of course, Banjo-Kazooie being a 3D collectathon for the original and the sequel games. Yeah, a lot of Banjo fans were pretty pissed towards Nuts and Bolts. Of course, you know, I never was a big fan of the Banjo games because I never played them myself. I played a little bit of the first one back when it was released on the N64, but that was it. I didn't know anything else about Banjo-Kazooie afterwards until I played that game. And even then, right, even after I played through Nuts and Bolts, I still didn't understand the Banjo-Kazooie franchise until, of course, I looked them up through, I think, Nitrorad and maybe some other YouTubers. I'm talking too much, I'm not drawing enough, so I should do that. See the time? Yeah. Again, I might do 4 hours of streaming and make this video 4 hours long instead of just 3 hours, but we'll see. Don't want to make this too long. Honestly, I don't need this, this layer anymore. So it's this one. Yeah, I don't need these layers anymore. Just get rid of these. Yeah, I mean, I can go into more detail about 3D platformers during 6th generation. And yeah, just go on and on about my experiences with the genre of games, all the games that I played. But I'll save that for another time. There are some other topics I want to talk about anyways. Right, karaoke, singing, music versus singing, right? So I'm kind of biased when it comes to music and singing. I don't really value singing as much as actual music, instrumental music. And I can easily listen to a bunch of instrumental music without caring about any lyrics at all. I know for the average person, that's not the case at all. It's completely opposite. People nowadays tend to value singing talent much more highly. Musical, instrumental, instrument playing talent. But I don't know. I just don't share that sentiment. I'll just use the same brush. Sonic a little bit more cyan. There we go. Wait, is this really 15 pixels? I don't think it is. Yeah, that's what I thought. I like cyan a lot, so I just want to color Sonic game as a little bit more closer to cyan than regular. I could do the whole color palette thing like I did with Stranger, Prince, and very recently Invader Zim, but this time, I mean, Sonic's color palette is very simple anyways. Most of his body is blue. And shoes are red with white stripes and yellow buckles. You've got green eyes for the modern design, black eyes for the classic design, I mean, there's not really much. The color palette for Sonic, especially, is not very complicated. There's not really a whole lot of colors to him either, so I don't think I have to stress about coloring this guy. Right, karaoke and singing. So, again, if I wanted to learn a particular skill involving making music, or if I had to choose between learning to make music, right, either through playing an instrument or through, like, you know, using EDM tools or software or whatever, or learn to sing very well, you know, kind of like the way professional opera singers sing, or rap, or, you know, stuff like that. I think I easily would just choose to learn how to play an instrument. Unless, you know, you're a mute person, it's pretty easy to sing. I mean, now as far as like learning to sing well, that's a different issue, right? Learning to do anything well and very, you know, highly skilled, yeah, that's always going to be an issue. But just being able to sing, anyone can do that as long as, you know, the body allows them to. But learning to play an instrument, no one, as far as I know anyways, is just simply born with the knowledge and skills to immediately play an instrument, right? That's not in our instincts, it's not in our genetics. Not for most people anyways, of course. You have the talented few. But besides them, though, I mean, the rest of us, normal people, average people, don't really, you know, can or already know how to play an instrument. But that doesn't mean that I don't sing from time to time. That doesn't necessarily mean that I don't practice singing from time to time. In fact, I have been recently trying to sing along to Little V, Mike V, forgot his YouTuber's name, Mills V, but essentially he's a heavy metal cover artist where he covers mostly game soundtracks, right? Tracks from games. And I've been especially just watching his, or rather listening to his covers of some Sonic tracks like All of Me from Shadow the Hedgehog, Live and Learn from Sonic Adventure, and His World from Sonic 06. And, you know, I kind of just sing along to lyrics. I guess this isn't really important, but I think I'd like to tell you guys this. Back in middle school, well, at least in, I think it was in 6th grade or 5th grade. No, 6th grade. I took choir as an elective during that year, and essentially, you know, it was part of the class to learn to sing and sing, you know, along with other people. At the same time, of course, to, you know, sing choir songs. And I wasn't too bad at it, you know, if I do say so myself. But you know, of course, I don't regularly practice singing. But despite that, though, I mean, I can see the appeal of singing. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy singing myself, but I'd still easily, you know, choose to learn to play the electric guitar, the bass guitar, the drums, learn to make, you know, electronic trance music, etc., over, you know, practicing to sing any day. And more power to you if you're, you know, into singing right, learning to sing, and you're really good at singing, more power to you. Good for you. I don't mean that sarcastically or anything. Like, I genuinely think that it's a good thing. Yeah, more on the reddish orange side. Yeah, that'll do. So that's just my thoughts on singing as a whole. The ability to sing, singing talent, etc. I mean, I remember, oh my goodness, man, this is kind of showing my age, but when I was growing up, American Idol was the shit, right? American Idol was on TV back then, and that was pretty much like, you know, what a lot of people would talk about back then. Oh man, I remember that. I never watched the show myself, but there were plenty of other shows that I was watching at the time, and plenty of, you know, just essentially other people that were referencing and parodying American Idol. Of course, now there are plenty of other shows related to singing, like The Voice and America's Got Talent and so on. But yeah, I mean, I even back then I never cared for singing as a whole, and even when I was taking choir as well, I don't remember exactly why I took choir, other than that maybe I just had to take an elective, and that was just literally the only one that I could take at the time. But that's alright. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, it wasn't very painful. Yeah, I'm really digging this color palette. There is a way to color in vector lines, or vector shapes anyways, and of course color in set shapes with gradients, but again though, I've already rasterized the vector layers and combined them, so can't do that now. That's okay. I did watch a tutorial recently though that did teach exactly how to be able to color in line work pretty quickly. Like essentially you just make Krita calculate how to do that for you, and then, you know, Krita would just do the rest. But I don't remember exactly, and I'll have to watch the video again on how to do that. But Sonic's color palette and his design is so easy to work with that I'm not really bothered by it. Having to color in, you know, the old-fashioned way. Let's see, I need a gray. Yeah, something like that. Oh wait, no, I can just use this instead. Oh crap, I didn't do that. I'm gonna make this darker. There we go. Now the tone of his arms and his chest, belly, whatever. Might have to actually use the eyedropper tool on the reference images I've got to get the same color. But I don't think that's necessary. It's something like some kind of yellow orange. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, something like that. Go ahead and color this in first, and then I'll move on to the next topic. I think I only have 2 more topics left to discuss. Well, at least I can say that the climb work is really clean looking. So it's not a complete waste of time that, I'm learning to use the vector tools and Krita. But again, I kind of wish that Krita, this worked a lot like Inkscape as well. But that's okay. That is A-okay. There we go. I don't think I'll add value this time to this drawing because I just don't see any reason to. Nah, I just don't think I will add value to this drawing. I'm already taking long enough anyways to get this song drawing done. I'd rather not, make it take even longer just, for not a very good reason anyways. Alright, his ear. Almost forgot about his ear. Just gonna save real quick. I'm not going to check the list of topics again. Alright, geometry and imagination for drawing. Okay, so drawing from imagination is something that I think a lot of people, especially either, because I used to think this way too, before I was in my undergrad for, the drawing and painting program I was in. I think a lot of amateur artists and people that aren't, don't understand a whole lot about drawing and painting. I think what they get confused when it comes to drawing characters, settings, and whatever, right? Illustrations, especially when they're watching an artist actually draw something, right, without any reference images. What a lot of people don't understand is that those artists have been drawing those characters for so long that they're able to, they essentially have in their muscle memory to remember how to draw the same character in different poses, without using like references or anything like that. Yeah, that's fine. Like reference images they're very important to use just simply because if you're trying to draw something, right, as accurately as possible. The human brain cannot easily remember how exactly something looks like, much less, allow you to remember, allow you to draw it exactly how you imagine in your head. So, considering that, right, when it comes to, especially me, right, I don't necessarily draw from imagination a whole lot, because I don't know how to draw these characters all that well. I mean, Sonic's pretty easy to draw, but I think I might do this, right. I was trying to sketch out his, I was sketching him, right, in my notebook while in class for the past few days, as well as Knuckles and Tails. And for the most part, trying to draw Sonic from memory it doesn't come out very well, even as many times as I've seen the character, right? What you see in your head and what you actually draw are not the same things if you're trying to do it from memory alone. That's why reference images are important, right? So, knowing this, why was I still trying to draw Sonic through, by memory anyways then, right? And the reason why is just because, one, I was bored during class, so I just wanted something to do. And, two, I wanted to get a feel for how I'm going to design Sonic anyways. So there's that, to get a little practice, preemptive practice or whatever. And three, I thought for sure, since, his design is very simple and very nice, that I would easily be able to remember how he looks, and therefore be able to draw him pretty easily, pretty accurately. Nope, I was completely wrong. And again, if I post the sketches up online on my Twitter UNR account, you understand what I'm talking about, why. I understand that. Yeah, the more I'm looking at it, the more it looks pretty, the line work is clean and everything, but it just looks a little too simple. I'm not sure if I'm explaining this clearly, but it just looks like something that, someone in MS Paint drew, to be honest, but I guess that's a good thing, because it means that the line art is really clean and sleek. Maybe not. It could also be the fact that since there's no value in this drawing, the color kind of looks a little too. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the line work kind of does look a little too. I mean, not the line work. The color palette is a little too simple. I mean, this is the reason why I use value, even though I don't enjoy, or I'm not good at using value, or providing value in my drawings and painting. And it's just because it really does make the color palette and the colors in general in a drawing or painting just, that much better, just that much more interesting. But I did say though that I didn't want to add value. Even if I do a gradient, right? That's still gonna be value. That's tough. Because it just looks so boring, The line work is pretty boring. color palette is pretty boring to look at as well. This is not looking good. For the amount of effort and time and knowledge I'm putting into this, it's not looking anything like, you know, all that stuff I said. So. What should I do? Well, I mean, I'm not done working on this anyway, so I guess I shouldn't be too harsh on myself. I'll just work on the treadmill now, and then just go from there. Yeah, it's almost been 3 hours too. No, it's exactly about 3 hours now. 3 hours and 2 minutes. Yeah, I guess maybe it doesn't matter since I might just end the stream and video anyways. How about this? I'll color in the treadmill and then I'll end the stream, the video. The next time I work on this, I'll make sure to add gradients to Sonic, especially in his Sonic Adventure 2, and even I think even in his Sonic Adventure 1 2D art. Sonic definitely does have a gradient going on, which looks really, really fucking good. But again, unfortunately, I don't know how to do that using video right now. Well, okay, I don't remember how. It is technically a tutorial to do that, but of course, I haven't practiced it yet, and I haven't done enough to remember. Yeah, it just looks very boring to look at. It also doesn't help either that since there's no line modulation, there's not really any. I'm starting to regret learning to use these vector tools. Like, yeah, it's looking really clean and simple, which is what good for logos and brand names. But when it comes to actual line art and drawings and so on, not so much. It just kind of takes that authenticity away. How should I say this? I've had an instructor during my undergrad say this to me before, but yeah, for the most part, it gets kind of. When I use these tools, like the vector-based tools, the line tools, and the shape tools to do all the line work for me, the drawings don't show my hand, right? The artist's hand. And what the instructor meant by that is, essentially, when you look at this drawing the way it is, right, it's kind of hard to tell whether the actual, whether a machine, essentially the computer, made this drawing or whether I, the artist did, because again, it just looks too perfect. When especially when it comes to artists, no matter how good an artist is, every artist will make some kind of blemish, mistake, weird, detail, etc., right? Whereas a machine will always do something perfectly. And while arts in general can be almost as good as, a computer, nevertheless, I mean, it's not. That's weird. Huh. Anyways, nevertheless, though, I mean, it's pretty easy to tell whether a person drew something or not when you look at a digital drawing or painting or anything like that. Whereas when it comes to a logo and a brand name, right, it's so clean that you can essentially tell that it was mostly made through a bunch of software tools and such. I mean, I did set out and accomplish what I wanted to do with this drawing, which is to make the line art very clean, very smooth, and look crisp. And I did do that, but again, I just don't like the fact that it just looks too mechanical, right? It doesn't show any of my effort, knowledge, or work done in the line art. And on top of that, there's no line modulation. There's no line weight being emphasized. All the line weight, in fact, is completely the same. The lines here should be a lot thinner for this column than in this one, but because the vector tools don't allow me to change the, well, it doesn't allow me to, no, because I did not, think of that, right? That's my fault. But because I'm so used to, this is an excuse, by the way. I'm not saying this is a legitimate reason, but because I'm so used to using a pen tool and a line tool, I just kind of expect the lines to change, line weight on its own. But that's not how these vector tools work. So that's my fault. That's my bad. Again, I'm learning to do all this stuff, right? But I'll keep this in mind for the next drawing I do. Anyways, I should be coloring in the treadmill like I said I was going to do. Put this underneath the treadmill. Treadmill. I don't know why I keep saying treadmill. Alright, let's make this interesting. Treadmills are usually black and gray. So let's do something different and make this, I think I'll make this green. Green and orange. I mean, it'll look kind of tacky, but the reason why is because orange is a complementary color of blue and green is a complementary color of red. So, the treadmill will be able to easily contrast with Sonic's colors if I use green and orange. But I don't think it'll look too bad because they are analogous to each other as well. Actually, let me make this yellow-green. Green-yellow, whatever you want to call it. That's a little bit more interesting. Let's do 25. I think there's only one topic left that I want to discuss. Oh yeah, why my digital drawing progress has been so slow. Yeah, I mean, I essentially explained it, I think, at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, essentially, I'm trying to learn several different things at once, especially with Krita, right? Because I want to make my art better. I want to make my content creation better. But in order to do that, I had to set aside time and, essentially spend time now making content to learn how to make my content better. It's kind of, it kind of doesn't make any sense, but, it actually does. And not only that, though, but because I'm going through classes right now in grad school, of course, I have even less time than before to work on my content creation. But again, hence that's why I established earlier in the stream and the video that I'm going to I'm going to use the second to last week of September, right, this month, to essentially not make any more videos, not make any more, not record myself doing anything, right? And just instead learn to use Shotcut and use the video editing software to edit my videos, breaking them down into smaller videos, and make them much more enjoyable, and much more fun to watch. I don't want to just keep delivering the same either boring or irritating content, right? Or bad quality content. That's not what I want. I want the best, right? I'm willing to do what it takes. I think you guys can see that pretty easily. What I do need though is time, right? Time, information I can get pretty easily, but time is not something I can get. So, and of course, with the way the internet works, right? Everyone wants content immediately, consistently, and so on, which is fine, because I do too. But being a content creator, that kind of puts a lot of stress on myself, and of course, that means I have to time crunch and set up my schedule rigorously. But that's okay, because I'm willing to get through this, and on top of that, it'll be worth it once I streamline everything and know how to do all this. Ooh. So no complaints here, at least not yet. Yeah, I'll remember that for next time. Trying to get a yellow orange, but for whatever reason, it's not coming out the way I want Yeah, that should do it. No, that's bad. Yeah, that'll work. I'll upload this as a work in progress on my Twitter and DeviantArt accounts, so people can see that, I'm pretty much working on this. To be honest, there isn't really much left to do. If I just want to keep this as it is, or rather just keep Sonic and only Sonic right in this drawing. But again, I just find that boring, so I might just add Tails and Knuckles in the background here, working out as well. Go ahead and increase the size of this 35. I might also just start uploading one video a week, especially since I'm going to start editing my videos, or yeah, just essentially editing my videos soon. And I might just start doing simple drawings like this. Well, at least, you know, do some sketches as well. I haven't been doing any warm-up sketches or drawings lately, so I definitely need to do something. I should be doing that, but I haven't been doing so just because I just want to, go ahead and get working on the drawings here. Again, I don't think the drawing is still done yet, even after I'm done coloring the treadmill, but I don't promise that I'll draw Knuckles or Tails in the background, but I will see if I can add gradients to Sonic's colors as well as the treadmills as well, because this is just boring to have the same one color on a particular plane or part of the drawing, and that's it. It's just boring to look at, in my opinion anyways. I'm a bit excited. Excuse me. I'm a bit excited though that once I'm done with the Sonic drawing, I'll be able to do some fan art of other digital artists' OCs, and essentially get to interact with other people that I admire their work for, and in general, I just get to know and communicate with the other digital artists. Now, whether or not they'll actually give me the time of day, I mean, I can't do anything about that if they just simply don't, want to interact with me, or, if they just simply don't like me. I can't do anything about that, and that's fine. If that does happen, if that's the case, but still, I mean, I like to think that I'll eventually get to, the point of their art career, where they're at, and at the point of their art career. Essentially, I want to be as successful as they are, and have the same kind of skills they do, or the skill level. I understand that I still have a lot to work on before before that happens. So, you know, I'm not too envious, but I am kind of just a little envious of them. But you know, I still appreciate their work, and you know, I still really do admire their capabilities. I sure as hell wish I could do what they do. I mean, I know that it's a tired old thing to hear from artists. You know, many artists have said the same thing, but it doesn't make it any less true, you know. And I understand that it's not good to compare myself to other people, but it's not necessarily a good thing either to not. How should I say this? It's not a good thing to simply ignore the community and just do your own thing without, you know, doing it well. Or as well as you could, and of course get advice from those that actually know more than you do. If you know what I hope you know what I'm talking about. That's weird. Yeah, for whatever reason, this line here on the top of Sonic's shoe, apparently I can modify it somehow. Right, I can paint over it, but I'm not sure why that is. Oh, right, I forgot, because this layer is above Sonic's. Okay, never mind. Alright, almost done. there we go. So Sonic stands out in terms of color anyways. Yeah, it's blue fur and red shoes. Easily contrast with yellow and although it does, the way I color the treadmill does make it look tacky. But again, I will work on this a little bit more. Yeah, I don't intend on leaving the colors like this because I just don't like how simple it looks, how flat it looks. I mean, it's not bad necessarily. It just looks boring and bland. That's not even harsh, like, that's just the truth. And I know exactly the reasons why too, because again, no line modulation. The line weights are all the same. What else? The line work is way too perfect and way too clean. Because, you know, I use the vector tools. The colors are completely, you know, flat, right? It's all each plane and each part of the characters and, you know, Sonic and the treadmill is one complete color with no gradation whatsoever or value. Yeah, again, it just looks boring, which is the worst thing, in my opinion anyways. I'd rather be fucking bad than boring. I'd rather my work to be boring than to be really fucking bad. So, again, I'll fix this, work on this later today, because now it's past midnight. But, yeah. Go ahead and save this. Upload this as a work in progress, and then I'll continue working on this. I'll do another stream again later tonight, or not tonight, but you know, tomorrow night, Saturday night. Let me be clear, Saturday night I will do another stream. And I think I'll just do my streaming on the weekends, weekend, you know, the nights of the weekend. I know for sure that most people will be able to, of course, have the time and be up and about during, you know, this time of the week to watch streams and video content, just, you know, view content in general. Just trying to, there we go, trying to put up my tablet stuff, but if you managed to watch the video up to this far, yeah, towards the end, I thank you. If anyone's watching the stream and has watched up to this point, I thank you as well. And if you've only watched the video for only a little bit, or the stream for a little bit, I still appreciate you nevertheless. And yeah, I mean, I'll continue working on this drawing in the next stream and learn some more things about, you know, coloring with Krita. And I'll definitely look up tutorials on Inkscape and see what I can do in there as well. Again, I wish I could just see exactly the process. One of the, you know, my favorite digital artists, how they draw, what tools they use, and so on. What's their process? How do they make their works look so good? But I don't think that most of them would be willing to explain that, or, you know, have tutorials on that, which is unfortunate. But that's okay. I mean, I'm used to figuring stuff out on my own. It's not like I can't, you know, figure it out on my own or find out. There's plenty of information on the internet. But, YouTube's always a good, you know, place to look into. But yeah, I think I'll just end it here. And yeah, if you're watching the video on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, thank you. I really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel and click the like button if you like the video. And if you're watching my stream, I thank you for your time. I know that, you know, not everyone's able to stay up this late on a Friday night, but yeah, thank you so much. And I hope you'll continue to look forward to my content. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll just go ahead and turn the stream off and the video off now. And 3,